Welcome to a short video. I got my mic turned on, all right. Welcome to my short video about finding the average rate of change for functions. Okay, very similar to what we had before, was we just find the points that are given and put them into the situation to find it. So let's try the first example. This is a linear equation. Suppose you've been given the linear equation of f of x equals 3x minus 10. Find the arc, or the average rate of change, for the given points from 1 to 3. But wait a minute. This is the linear equation, right? Well, by definition, this number right before the coefficient right before the x here is the slope, or in other words, it is the rate of change. And remember that by definition, the average rate of change, or the arc, is always be the same for any 2 points or along the line of the equation. So we won't give it any further situation, except perhaps that if you are given the situation, you'll know that if it's a linear equation, it's going to simply be the number, or the slope, right here. So we'll go ahead and skip this one. Now here's example 2. This is an exponential equation. And suppose you've been given this function. Now it's going to be slightly different than a line. So an exponential will run something like this, right? And so if you have 2 points that go early on in the function, or 2 points that go later on, each of these are going to be different. And so it's worth looking at. So we're going to evaluate this one at 1 and 3, then give the equation and so forth. So on 3, we want to first just plug in 3 in place of x for both. And in this case, we get 4,375. And on the second one, we put 1 in place of x, we get 170. So as we use the definition for finding the average rate of change, taking the difference of the function evaluated at 3 minus the function evaluated at 1 over the difference between 3 and 1, we get 4,205 over 2. And that is the simplest form. So we just go ahead and enter it that way. In example 3, suppose you've been given the function like this, where we have, I'll go ahead and erase this part here. We have the function x to the third power minus x plus 10. And we are finding the average rate of change from the same values from 1 to 3. The same thing goes, we plug 3 in place of all of the x's, we get 34. And then we plug in 1 in place of all the x's, we get 10. Which, if we use the rule that we come up with, finding the average rate of change, the value of the function at 3 minus the value of the function at 1 over the input 3 minus 1, which gives us 24 over 2, or simplified to be 12. Okay, that should be enough to get you started. Good luck.